Hello to, and welcome to Ticket to Life. I kind of started that a little bit sooner than what I had planned, but guess what? That's okay. Today, I'm doing a reintroduction of Ticket to Life. My very first episode was 4 years ago. I'm starting season 5, which I cannot believe, starting my 5th year. And I thought, you know what? I need to update that introduction. So I am Henrie, and welcome to Ticket to Life. I am going to tell you about Ticket to Life and how much fun it has been within the past 4 years. It has been interesting. It's been fun. It's been, what am I going to talk about on one day? And then next, I'm talking about anything something I would not think I would have talked about. And also, I was on the radio for 2 years and chose not to be on the radio in Atlanta, Georgia. After 2 years, it was more because it was more like a job. And this is a hobby of mine. So, cut to the chase. Ticket to Life is about life. It is about the ups and the downs, the forwards and the backwards and the side to side, because that is what life is. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is hopefully more good in most, I would hope, people's lives. I talk about anything from childbirth all the way to death. So I am trying to cover everything, A to Z. So my name is Henrie, and I live in Texas. I started this podcast, like I said, 4 years ago, and it was more of a idea that a friend gave me. She said, you should have a podcast. You have so much to talk about. Now, I'm not patting myself on the back. It took me some time to get comfortable with Mike, and I like to call my assistant Mike, which is my microphone, because it's just me and Mike. And and she said, you always have good advice. Well, I'm not sure about that, but that was very kind of her. And the more I thought about it, I thought, why not? I'm retired. My husband and I have enjoyed retirement he retired in 2010. I retired in 2011, had some different types of things we've done. We've done travel agent. I've worked as a sub at one of the schools in the special ed department and the administrative office for a little. That was just to help out a friend. And so we've just done some little stuff that has been fun for us. But the podcast that I have is more of a passionate thing because I love life. Life is such a gift, and we all deserve the best of life. But guess what? We don't always get the best of life. We may wake up one day and be in the best way, and you go to work and there's a pink notice on your desk, and that's not funny, but that's how life is. You don't know if you're going to get that pink notice. You may wake up tomorrow, and guess what? You may not wake up tomorrow. So I don't mean to be morbid, but it is just life, and that's what life gives us. We don't have an option about when we're going to be born or when death comes knocking at our door. And I'm not trying again to be morbid or anything, but that's just the way life is for all of us. But I have talked about, like I said, everything. I've talked about holidays. I've talked about love, divorce, eating disorders, health, mental health. I've had some great guests, stay-at-home dads, teachers. I mean, you name it, I've done it. But there's so much more to it. And I hope that you continue to listen to me. And if you are new to Ticket to Life, I want to say welcome, bienvenidos. Yes, I am Mexican American and proud of it. My parents were from America, from the Dallas area. And that's where I was born and raised. My grandparents and great-grandparents from Mexico. And I love living in Texas. I have a son and a daughter. I have a wonderful, wonderful husband of 42 years, and I just like to share my experiences. I talk about stories that people have shared with me, and I talk about people's life that may have passed to me along the way. I also love sharing your stories. We've had people write me and ask me for suggestions or ideas about what I could talk about, because Maybe they did think they liked what I had to say. And I'm sure there have been some that have cringed about what I had to say. I have changed so much in the past 4 years from that beginning. So, and when I say that, I really had in my faith. My faith has gotten so much stronger with God. So, yes, the past probably year and a half, 2 years, I talk more about God. And if that is the best topic I could ever talk about, it is amazing because I want people to always know that you are not alone, that God is always there to hear you, hear what you have to say, and He's always waiting for you. He's waiting for you to open your heart and your eyes and let Him in and let Him be with you, because God is definitely good. And for the non-believers, that's great for you. But for me, God is the way. So yes, Jesus loves you. And just to let you know, I care for each and every one of you very, very much. I pray for my listeners, and sometimes I have special prayer requests, and I may mention them on here because the power of prayer is amazing. So if you would ever like for me to share your story, I will change your name because I don't ever use real names unless they say, oh, go ahead, it's fine. Okay, here, sign this form. And I will tell your story. But like I said, I like to change the name to protect the innocent. I just think it's better if people don't know who they are, unless they're in an interview. Yes, they're going to give me their real name and be on the interview. But again, if you would like to share a story, or if you would like a special prayer from me and the wonderful listeners throughout the world that listen to Ticket to Life, please do not hesitate to send me an email at tickettolife022@gmail.com. Or you can also, in the text with the description of each and every episode, there's got to be a little description about what the podcast is about. It says text me, and you can text me and I will get your text, and I won't know who you are, where you are, unless you want me to know who you are and what you're doing or what you're wearing. Just kidding. But anyway, I want to welcome you to, again, this is a second welcome introduction podcast because it has been 4 years and a lot of things have changed for the better in my life. And I mean that. And it is by believing in God, my strength, and knowing that He is right there with me. And I want people to know He is right there with you too, in your good, your bad, and your ugly days. But praying to God can help you have many, many more good days than bad. So if next week I will have a full podcast. This is just, I had wanted to do this kind of a remake, and you can go back and listen to that very first one. But again, that's not who I am. I mean, yes, it is, but it's not. I just, I guess I hate this word, mature as we get older, because I believe growing up is for the birds. It's good because you don't have a choice with your body. It's like every aches and pains, but just having to mature, your mind changes. Especially once you have kids and grandkids, and you have divorces in your family, heartbreaks, deaths, everything, job loss, new job, new person in your life, financial problems. Everything. This is just what life is, but together we can get through it. So anyway, I just wanted to say welcome to Ticket to Life. If you are new, I am Henrie. I am here for you. If you have a problem, I'm not Ann Landers, but if you have a problem and want us to talk about it on Ticket to Life, just let me know, because it's just me and Mike. And until next week, this is Henrie, and I hope to see you next week, and I will be sending prayers your way. So thank you to all my listeners, and thank you to all my new listeners, and please continue to listening to Ticket to Life. And please, again, know that I want you to every day try your best to find your blessings, because you are one of mine. Until next week, thanks for listening.